Hi, so making this video to show you how our text overlay looks on our iSNVR series NVRs. This particular location, I'm viewing it live, and I wanted to show live demo, so I'm connected to that particular location over the browser, which looks pretty good. If you notice that there was a transaction that was just rung up, as you can see, it's showing up on the top left. The customer has it two colors, so you can change that. Right now it's green and and second color, so you can see different transaction, different line. We can actually make it a full screen, and you can see this transaction full screen. I'll go ahead and bring it back to normal. We also, all of our IS cameras have the built-in mic and speakers. I'm going to go ahead and turn that on so you can actually hear the conversation, which is pretty neat. I'm going to go ahead and pause it so you can hear me. All the cameras that are will be shipped from February of 2023 will have a 3-watt speakers. Everything before February 2023 had 2-watt speakers, and most of the manufacturers actually give you 1-watt speaker. So that speaker is actually on the camera. So if you want to do a two-way and talk to the clerk or that site from our camera, you can do that. And 3-watt speaker makes it louder and more practical. Even though 1 and 2 watt work well as well. So this is one location. I'm going to show you how to quickly do a search. There are multiple ways of doing a playback on search. Click on the search and backup on the top left. Deselect all of them, and I'm just going to have the POS select so I can see the transactions just for POS. And I'm going to go ahead and scroll down and select the camera that actually has a Gilbarco passport connected, and I can click on search, and it brings up all the transactions that actually have all from today really, or from that camera. I can also do a type in, and let's just Starbucks, right? And do a search, and it'll show up all the transactions that have Starbucks. You can actually click on information and see the transaction. You can do a playback, and it'll show you the playback of that particular transaction. And as you can see, fast food, and the next one is Starbucks. I'm going to go ahead and close that. I'll show you another location, a live location of our customer that has PC America POS, and this is another location that has our cameras and our NVR, and you can see the transaction right now. There's no live customer, so you really don't see any transactions. But I can quickly show you we can quickly do a search on it. Again, I'm going to unselect that, selecting purple, and let's go ahead and type in Vodka and see the transactions that have Vodka. So there's one right here. You can click here, and you can see there's transaction rung up. You can click on play, and you'll see the transactions being rung up here. And this is from the PC America POS. We work with pretty much all the POSs out there. Let me go ahead and close that. There's another client that I'm connected to right now. This is a bar, and this particular client has 4 Clover terminal. We actually have a Clover app, which is really neat because you can send transactions directly from the Clover to the NVR. And this particular customer also has a P-Touch POS that they're using, but it looks like there's nobody there right now. But I'm going to go ahead and but this particular customer only purchase our NVR. These are not our cameras, so we can put a mainstream. It's not bad cameras, but they're not our cameras. But the other 2 locations those were our 4K cameras. But this location is closed, so let's just go ahead and do a search and look at something from yesterday. And I go ahead and deselect all and just do a POS. And I'm going to go ahead and select all the POS, and then change the date for yesterday. And let's do maybe remove items and do a search, or actually refund. And do search. Okay, so there are no refunds. Oh, I actually have it for today, so let's go ahead and put it for yesterday and hit OK. And let's just do remove now. Yeah, so there are some transactions that were removed. the items were removed from those transactions. So let's go ahead and look at this. And as you can see, these were the transactions. And these two items were removed right here. But we can actually see a live transaction. They were ringing up. I would probably change the color, but the client had chose to leave the default green, lime green color, but you can change the color if you wanted to. Let's look at another one. So it's added a buffalo for $7, and since it's removed, it should be, yep, there's remove right here. And then add it back. So let me go ahead and close that. You can also do transactions with Clover. Let's just do like all the cash transactions. And bring up the transactions that have all the cash. And as you can see, these were paid by cash. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick playback on that. This was, the order ID, the brand, and they've added an item. Then they've discounted and finished the transaction. Drawer was open. We can even do transactions on drawer. So every time the drawer was open, the transactions, let's go ahead and do that. So they would be probably same as cash, because whenever there's cash, the drawer should be open. So here's the start of order. They already added an item. And then paid by cash, $10, change $2.47, and then door open. So hopefully this gives you a good idea of how powerful our NVRs are and what all you can do with it. You can also, let's go ahead and go back. I'm going to go back to the Gilbarco client, or actually let's just go back to the PC America client and do a playback. And when you do a playback, you can just select, deselect everything else and look at all the video that has POS transactions, and I'm just going to select that particular camera and do a search, and you'll see that all the videos that actually have transactions, they show up like right here, and you can hit a play button and do a playback. So you can, and same thing if I switch back to the Gilbarco client and go into playback, and we'll select the cashier one Gilbarco, and we'll deselect everything else. Let's just look at the all the videos that actually have transactions. So if you notice right here, I'm going to go ahead and zoom it in a little bit with my mouse and click here, and then you'll see that there's the video of the transactions. You can make it full screen if you want to, so you can see it better. And you can also
Jack, all you have to do is right. Even if you have something going on, it's not
All right, well, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully this is helpful to understand how our NVR show the text overlay and search.